Unforgettables.com.
Hey, and we got a new sponsor. Can we acknowledge them real quickly? We're gonna have some new apparel, new CRN shirts. Can we throw them out there real quick?
We haven't finalized stuff yet, so we're still working on that.
Okay, so we can't plug you yet. Hopefully we can make a deal, as they say. 3:35 as the clock ticks away here. Comets get another first down, 2 consecutive first downs in a row. Move the ball now to the 39-yard line. Just tick the clock down because we're under 3 minutes of game to play, Trey Snide.
Again, just a terrific both sides of the ball this evening for the Comets are just East Wake has no answers, and that's one of the questions I want to ask Coach Murray, the head coach of the East Wake. I mean, what can you take from this? I know it's the last game of the season, but what can you take from this ball game going into the offseason and then kind of looking forward to next year?
Whittington handing it off to number 31 for the Comets. The Comets got about 2 or 3 yards on the carry of James Taylor. No, not the singer. James Taylor, the running back, junior, 5'6" at 150. Trey Snide will be heading down here in a moment for the Unforgettables post-game show. He'll catch a word with the head coach of the East Wake Warriors in the khaki and gray and white hat, Mr. Mike Murray, and then, of course, Hunter Jinks.
He got around him.
And a nice run by B.J. Mackey. Look at him pound his way up the field. And Mackey goes all the way to about the 18 or the 17-yard line and a first down for the Comets. This is the 4th consecutive first down. Their 3rd first down on 1 conversion.
Well,
we've seen out of 4.
Yeah, that's another 20-yard run by Mackey in this offense or the rushing attack for the Comets.
Yes, sir.
He was at the 40-yard line. All of a sudden, he got out to the outside. The East Wake had a chance to tackle him in the backfield.
That's right.
All of a sudden, he got outside and he took off.
Up the field, here comes the Comets one more time. And Whittington hands it to Mackey. Mackey, a magical conjunction. They'll move it to the 20, to the 15, to almost the 10-yard line. I want to say they're stopped at about the 12 or so. The 12 or 13, and that will set up now another 1st and 10 here. No, wow, 2nd and 1. With the and Trey Snide will be heading down there. We got the Unforgettables post-game show coming up in a moment. Trey Snide will be joining us on the field as now I have got the call up here topside by myself as right now it is another player, Whittington, playing quarterback. We've seen Walker play quarterback. We've seen Cagle play quarterback. And now Whittington, the man on the snaps. He's doing a phenomenal job. It looks like the Clayton Comets are bringing in 2nd and 3rd string players to get their snaps and their licks into the final season game of the year before the postseason of the playoffs. Here comes Mackey. Mackey up the field. 5, 2, 1, touchdown Comets again. Clayton Comets into the end zone. Mackey, the pressure through the middle, and the East Wake Warriors cannot stop him. Josh Mackey on the touchdown for the Clayton Comets. They are celebrating as they roar their way into the postseason. Josh Mackey, the running back senior, 5'6" at 160. Into the end zone, and now they're going to go for 2 for the Comets. The kick is up, or they're going to go for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. As we go into the final minute of play of regulation, 59.6 seconds to be exact. It is Clayton Comets 48, the East Wake Warriors 0. East Wake, final minute of play, will have a chance to run the ball possibly. What a game this has been. Back after a radio timeout. This is CRN Sports Network.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Back here at Nixon Fowler Stadium as the Clayton Comets and Mackey, Josh Mackey has just put another touchdown on the board. Number 13, Josh Mackey. Another touchdown. I think it's his 2nd score of the game so far. And Clayton is going to kick it deep and wide. And he, missed the ball in the recovery. They're going to stop him at the 10. But he picks himself up, dusts himself off, and he gets another couple of yards. But they're going to bring him back down to the 10-yard line on the stoppage of the defense for the Comets. Number 8, Tay Riley. Trayshawn Weeks. Stoppage there for Clayton. Putting East Wake back to the 10. And we come down to the final 30 seconds of play. The clock is ticking down. Less than 25 seconds. East Wake, can they finally snap off the ball before we come to the end of regulation here? The clock is ticking to the end of play. The end of this game. 48-0. 13 seconds. East Wake. Here comes Creech. He'll hand it off to Thomas. Thomas got dogpiled by the defense of Clayton. 5, 6, 7 players bringing him down. 3, 2, 1. Clock goes to 0, and that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the final score here in Seatown at Nixon Fowler Stadium. The Clayton Comets getting ready for the postseason, getting ready for the playoffs in their quest for their third opportunity at a North Carolina High School Athletic Association state title. Prepare in defeating the East Wake Warriors. 48-0, the final score here at Nixon Fowler Stadium as this game is over. Not an opportunity at all for East Wake to score, not even a field goal. The Unforgettables post-game show is coming up next. Unforgettables post-game show. Trey Stein on the field. Yours truly, Wesley Outland. Unforgettables post-game show coming up here in Clayton at Nixon Fowler Stadium on the CRN Sports Network as the Comets close out the regular season at now 9-2, conference at 4-1, ranked number 2 in the Greater News 3A standings behind Cleveland going into the playoffs. The East Wake Warriors will go to now 4-7 on the year. Conference is 2-3. And we will go down to the field in just a moment and catch a word with Trey Stein as the Unforgettables postgame show goes on here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. This is the CRN Sports Network.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Rudo Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Goodyear, one of a kind uniform, made just the way you want. Rudo Apparel is the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. 347-850-2720.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
You're hearing the sights and sounds of what's going on in the background as the game has just concluded. Final score, Comets 48, and of course, East Wake Warriors 0. Let's go down to the field. Trey Snyder is with
Coach,
Hunter Jinks.
convincing win. Last game of the season, you won 48-0 over the East Wake Warriors conference matchup. What can you take from this game and going into the playoffs?
We got to clean a lot of stuff up. You know, we had way too many penalties. We were able to win convincingly tonight, but performance like this, maybe winning round 1, it won't winning round 2, though.
Well, look, you 12 consecutive quarters Here in high school football, you only allow 3 points. Last one was against Smithville Summer back 3 weeks ago. Kind of for the defense-wise, your offense played terrific. Talk to me about your defense tonight.
Defensively, I think we're pretty good at all three levels. I think we're deep on the defense line, which allows us to stay fresh. Linebacker-wise, we've got 3 or 4 kids that can come in and play, and then DB-wise, we got about 8. So we're able to put quality reps in, and the biggest thing is that practice throughout the week. When our ones and ones go against each other, we're getting good competition.
Well, Coach, good luck the rest of the way, and we'll be following you the rest of the way, okay? Thanks, Coach. Mr. Wessler, we're going to get a interview with Mr. Coach Murray of the East Wake Warriors in just a second once he finished the huddle. Just like what Coach Jinks mentioned was, yes, it was a great game, 48-0 over the East Wake Warriors.
That's
but
right.
The thing is, they still have a lot. What Coach Jinks said, we still have a lot to do. They have to work a little bit more on defense. They have to work a little bit more offense. Offense played terrific. Defense played terrific. I'm looking forward to the playoffs coming up. We do not know yet if we're going to do a home game or we're going to do a away game. We'll find out on this Sunday. We're going to find out if we're going to be traveling or we're going to be right here in Clayton, North Carolina.
Will we be on the road again, traveling for the first round of the state playoffs, or will we be at home at Nixon Fowler Stadium? If you're Hunter Jinks, Bennett Jones, and all the great staff in C-Town, you want to have a home playoff game. But, of course, as it stands right now, we got to see how the rankings shake up in this again. In the Greater News 3A football standings, when this game concludes, Comets will finish 4-1 on the year, 9-2 overall for the season under Hunter Jinks and company here at Clayton, with a great game of the last game of the regular season going into the postseason, 48-0. They'll finish second in the Greater News 3A standings over Cleveland at 5-0 in the standings, 9-1 on the season. They got a game against Fuquay Arena, a non-conference game tomorrow night. For the East Wake Warriors, they go now 4-7 on the year, 2-3 in the conference, and head coach Mike Murray is now on the field. Is with Trey Snyde.
Coach Murray of the East Wake Warriors joins me right here on the CRN Sports Network. What can you take from this game? Again, it's a 48-0 ball game. Last game of the season for your Warriors, for your seniors. What are you going to tell your seniors tonight?
Last year we won 3 football games. This year we won 4. 8 of the teams we're playing this year in the playoffs. We came in tonight with 7 starters out hurt, and then we lost 2 with a concussion and 1 with an ankle injury. We kept fighting. They're a good football team. We're a little bit overmatched and stuff, but we just got to get in the weight room in the off season and try to get better and improve to where we can get to be a playoff team next year.
Well, Coach, you played, really all game. The score doesn't indicate how well you actually did play. The first half, the first 4 possessions, you stopped them. And on your side, on their side of the field, or your side of the field. So you played terrific. The score, 48-0. We look forward to for next season. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
All right, Trey Snyde. That is the thoughts of again Mike Murray. The thoughts of Mike Murray. That's the thoughts of Mike Murray as again the head coach of the East Wake Warriors. As We're actually going to try to grab a word with the player of the game, the Matthew Mutters player of the game of Trayvon Richardson, number 24, and Coach Bennett. Bennett Jones, the principal, his thoughts on the final game of the year for senior night. He'll try to catch a word with him as well as we have extended coverage of the final regular season game of the 2018 season as the Comets get ready for the playoffs. And, of course, the quest begins for that state championship. 2 times the Comets have been state champions for the state of North Carolina. We're going to see if things can happen here right now. Let's go back down to the field. I believe that Trey Snyde is actually on the field right now with the principal, the coach of the Clayton High School, Mr. Bennett Jones. Back down to you.
Coach, the principal of the Clayton High School, the victorious Comets this evening. It feels good to talk to you, Coach. You doing all right?
Doing well, Trey.
Good, man. It's good to see you, my friend.
Glad to have you here.
But 48-0, convincing win for this team. 12, like talking to Coach Jinks, 12 consecutive quarters. This defense only allowed three points. What, in your opinion, What can this team do moving forward into the playoffs?
Well, I think just the adversity we faced with some of the injuries throughout the course of the season has really helped to solidify our depth. Kids are getting a lot of reps, and so now what you're seeing is we can roll in multiple players at multiple positions and not drop off in what we're able to do. And I think the defense has done a tremendous job. Our offense is getting better and better and finding rhythm. It was great to see Austin Cagle get back in tonight. Adds another dimension to the offense, and I really think we're hitting our peak that we have